So what rule do we use? The decimal places. So I got an answer of, let me change the color. I need to restart this computer while y'all go in the lab. Hey, somebody remind me to restart the computer while y'all are doing the lab. All right, so I got 19. Maybe I got 19. 0.354. All right, so how many places behind the decimal do I have in the first one? 2. All right, and how many places do I have behind the decimal here? So how many do I want my answer? So I only want those 2, so I get an answer of 19.35. Everybody okay with that? All right, in the second one, we have 0.0256 times 23.60, and I get 0.60416. I am multiplying, so how many significant digits do I have here? I have 3. How many significant digits here? So I want 3 in my answer, so I have how many here? All right, so I only have 3. So 0.6, whoops, that's objective, 604. Any questions about that one? All right, so scientific notation. 1.2 second EE6 times 6.35 second EE -8. And I got 7.62 times 10 to the -2. Now, when it's in scientific notation, same rules apply. We're multiplying. How many significant digits? How many significant digits? So I want how many here? These are the first 2, so I'm going to have 7.6 times 10 to the -2. Everybody go with that? All right. The last one, 3.56 second EE 12 divided by 2.136 second EE 5. And I get 1.66, a whole bunch of 6s, so I'll just say they're repeating, times 10 to the 7th. All right, so if that's what I get, and I'm dividing, how many significant digits are here? How many are here? So I only want 3. So 1.67 times 10 to the 7th. Now, if you had left that as a 6, that would be A-okay. That would not be a problem if you chose to do that. Okay? Any questions about that? Any questions on the opening? Everybody feel okay about those? Can we look at homework? Okay. Oops, don't fall over the stool. That would not be cool. All right, so question 1. I have an answer of 18.8. Oops, I can't remember my handwriting. 18.3. Now, if you did not round up to the 18.3, if you left it as 18.2, that would be A-okay. Number 3, 20.41. Number 5, 548.68. Number 7, I rounded to 23.0, but if you didn't, 22.9 would be acceptable. Number 9, I rounded to 375.5, but if you left it at 375.4, that would be acceptable also. Questions about any of the ones that you added? Everybody good? Okay. Number 11, I rounded to 15. If you left it at 14, that would be fine. Number 13, 1.2. Number 15, I rounded to 0.3. If you left it at 0.2, that's fine also. Number 17, 150. Number 19, 110. Questions? Nothing. You got every single answer right by every single person in the room. Number which one? 150. 5. 548.68. 19 was 110. Sure. All right. So you had 576.01 subtract 27.335 plus 0.00546. All right. So I said 576.01 subtract 27.335, and I added 0.00546. So when I did this, I got 548.6804 and some other stuff on the calculator. Did you get that first of all? Okay. So when I looked at it, I was adding and subtracting. So I looked here and I said, how many places behind the decimal? 2. Okay. How many places behind the decimal?
3.
Okay. And how many places behind the decimal? 5. Okay. So in my answer, I only want how many places behind the decimal?
2.
So I want to keep these 2 and drop those. So 548.68 is what I kept.
I was using it with the
Significant digits?
Yeah.
And round it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the right answer, but I was just thinking, I was like, why is it 5 significant digits? I thought I was just going to visually tell my significant digits.
So you were trying to go to like 550 or 540?
Yeah.
Yeah. Happens all the time. Yes, ma'am. 17? Sure. All right. Number 17, you have 71,000. All right, everything here is multiply and divide. So when I did this one, I'm just going to write it down instead of punching on my calculator. All right. Did you get that or something similar? Okay. So since we're multiplying and dividing here, and it doesn't matter that I have an exponent, it's still a multiplication and division rule. All right. I have significant digits this time instead of decimal places, right? So how many significant digits do I have in this number?
3.
Okay, 3, right? Because I don't have a decimal. So 3, how many here?
2.
And how many here? Okay, so I got 3, 2, and 3. So I know when I look at this number, I know I'm getting rid of all those decimal places, right? So if I have this and I keep the decimal, I have how many significant digits? 3. But if I only want 2, I need to do what with the decimal? Get rid of it, right? So this would have 3 significant digits, and this would have 2 significant digits. So which one do I want if you only want 2 significant digits? 150. So this will give me what I want. Gotcha.
So I ended up with 15.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And some people will have it in scientific notation and also will make it odd form if they put it in scientific notation. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. All right. And 19, is that the one that's got the mixed one? No, it was a different one. That's the even one. 19, we have 2.86 divided by all right, we have that. So if this is what we have, we're multiplying and dividing, right? We get an answer of 108.6105. All right, so once I get that, all right, we've got to count our significant digits again. And we have how many significant digits here? And how many here? And how many here? And how many here? So we know we want how many in our answer. So just like before, we know we're going to drop all that off. So if we have an answer of 108, we have how many? And if we have an answer of 100 and round it off, we wind up with how many? So neither of those are going to work for us. So some people look at the 108 and they're like, okay, I can round that to 110 and that'll get it. But some people struggle with that. They're like, I don't know how to get 108 into two significant digits, Ms. Wall. It just that 110 just doesn't click for them. Okay. So if you're one of those people that it just doesn't click for,
Fernando Camacho, if you're in the building, please report to the main office.
okay. This is one of those times that I would tell you to use scientific notation. All right, where's the decimal point? After the 8. So if you move the decimal here, 1.08 times 10 to the second, if you want two significant digits, all you have to do is drop 1. 1.0 times 10 to the second. And how many significant digits do you now have? You've now got 2. Okay? So if you're struggling and you cannot figure out how to get your 2 significant digits and you've got 3, you've got 1, and you can't figure it out, scientific notation is something you could fall back on to try to help you. Some people like that way. Some people don't. Some people see the 108 and they're like, I'd rather go the 110 route, Ms. Wall. Okay, whichever way clicks with your brain. Huh? I round it up. Okay, if you see it as rounding up and you like the 110, highly go with that. If you see the scientific notation and you liked it that way, go with that. Whichever way clicks for you. Okay, now, questions. Since you're going to have to do this in lab, and I'm going to take off if you don't do it right, and y'all are going to be mad at me when I grade. All right, I want to do the even numbers to practice, and then we're going to do a lab with it. Okay? Now, before we do that, though, let's talk about the lab real quick. Some of y'all did a great job, got everything right on the lab. And some of us did a couple goofy things. The masses were beautiful. I don't think anybody got anything wrong with the masses, except the subtraction. Some of y'all wrote down different numbers. One, oh my dear.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
You're fine. What do you have for
This is the create a custom ad for your students. Your book is your senior, so which one's your senior? I've got it.
Isaac, over there on the brown.
There you go. And then these go to everyone.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. So if you looked at your lab paper, some of you, one partner wrote down one number, wrote down a different number, and then you wrote down the same number on the beaker and the water, and then you subtracted, and you both wrote down the same number for the mass of the water. Oh, you didn't both write down the same number for the beaker. So if you didn't write down the same number for the beaker, could you both get the same number for the water? So when I subtracted those two numbers, and you're all thinking, you subtracted those numbers this far? Mm-hmm, I did. How can I know if your mass of water was right if I didn't subtract all those numbers? So yes, I actually subtracted everybody's data to check to see if you did it right. Now, if the numbers didn't subtract and give the number that was on the line right, did you get your points? So those of you who lost points for that, today when you're doing the lab, you got to write down the same numbers if you're going to use each other's calculations. That's just a tip, okay? Now, the other mistake is when you're reading the centimeters on the ruler, some of y'all wrote millimeters. Unless
teachers and students, just want to make you aware that we might have some bad weather. Please just listen for your announcements. If we have a tornado warning, at that time, your students are to go into those warning areas and get in the appropriate position. So go ahead and discuss with your students where they are to go if we do have a tornado warning. Thank you.
we sit in the lecture hall, this rector, with our heads down like you did in elementary school. There you go. Andy, you will demonstrate for us. You do a fabulous job. Yes, exactly. Only we have to go to the lecture hall and hang out with Miss Rector. Hopefully she's got a small class, or we're going to get real up close and personal with a lot of people. Okay? That's all I have to say on that, is I pray there's a small class. Because we can't go in the back science hall because all those cabinets are filled with glass, and so it would be a terrible travesty if we were all cut to shreds behind the glass. So we have to go in the course room. All right, so the millimeters. The little itty bitty tiny lines are millimeters. So the centimeters are what y'all read in. When you read 21.70 or 27.65 or whatever it was, Those were centimeters, not millimeters. So when y'all were reading those today, those are centimeters. And I don't think there was much of anything else that was a mistake. The rest of them y'all did great with. Okay? So I don't have a lot else to complain about on that. Anything else that y'all wanted to ask about on the lab? Those are the things I noticed I wanted to comment on. Okay, so on the even number problems, I want to run through and let you have a chance to calculate those, and then I'm going to go over those answers with you, and then we're going to do the lab. Okay, and we will probably take the rest of the class to do that, and I'll give you your homework because I'm sure first period is behind, given they called them out for that stupid junior class meeting. I like to call it stupid. I would never call a meeting by the new shoulders to abuse.
Are we doing it right here?
Yeah, even. And you don't have very long, so work quickly. Whoops. Participate in case it doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who's this there? John, he needs one, and that should be it. Person behind you is absent. We'll leave those there in case anybody needs one next week. All right, does everybody have a calculator?
At this time, we would like for the students to get with their classes and go into your warning locations, please. This is a code yellow, and this is not a practice. So nobody in the hallways, please get in your tornado warning locations and assume the position.
Tell me, I can't have class. Cause I gotta,
We can't sit the whole way in the course room because it's raining.
can we just sit?
All right.
Next message.
It's just really rainy. Just turn off the lights and take it. It's just a little bit of rain. It's sprinkles here.
It's just a little bit of wind.
Like-
A little bit of
like
wind.
10 seconds.
Like 10 miles an hour.
It's
Right.
like just a little bit of wind.
Just a small one.
Just a small one.
Because she put in this work.
Freshman. I bet y'all want me to.
Where do you think they need to be? They're right here in the hallway. I only have 11, 12 here today. Fortunately, it's a small class. What?
I just got him. We ordered presents, and we got food there. And then we ate more than You're not right here. I want.
Hey, Walt.
There's some of these things. That put yellows in some shots. I don't know why they come. Those flags put yellows. So that's still. Yeah, but. No, actually, they got let's pick our alert on our watch. They're like, oh, there's a tornado over it. And God said there. We didn't have a warning. They found that wood top in common school. They said get fired. Those in the snowstorm. You would be in the, or in the sixth. Well, you're not. You're senior. You probably start getting back on the sixth. So yeah, I mean, I was born in 2001. I saw that. Mom, on your mom, and then she got married, we got a question. Even though I'm like a month late, doesn't Yeah, Maryland was finally out in the house, or writing, and Ed was finally out of format. Don't know whether it's happy or happy or sad. Are you ready for the game? Next time, Monday. Who do y'all play?
Andy Lionel, please report to the main office. Andy Lionel, please report to the main office. Deja Thorns, please report to the main office. Deja Thorns, please report to the main office.
Yes.
Right.
Central Davidson's in it too. They're all in the hallway.
I'm gonna let that, she doesn't know my story. How's your kids? What's it there? Y'all are probably. That's all right. Oh, what's she put up? Yeah, you got to do the Instagram. Oh, okay, I gotta switch again here. Look, your mom likes. Okay. It's on.
I'll just walk around.
Ilana Robinson to the front office. Ilana Robinson to the front office. Ilana Robinson, please report to the main office.
He said, okay, everything's straight.
Students and teachers, at this time, we want to thank you for your cooperation as we went into our code yellow. We are still under a watch. However, we want you to go back to your classrooms and work with your teachers so that you can get everything finished by the end of the school day, because we're better than any excuse you have of not finishing your work today. Thank you.
My man is my man, my man is my man.
time is it? Almost done for school?
Do those quickly so we can go over and get to the lab.
You can see. It looks like there's some clouds and
They're probably sad.
We're gonna have to debrief it, you know. We gotta have a tornado drill debriefing.
It's so easy to distract her. Yeah, because you keep talking. Yeah, we got her talking about her cats, her birds. And we distracted her the whole class period and we didn't pick up.
Oh, that's me.
He just.
See, that's so weird. So pet.
Because she talked about it all the time.
Every day she talks about it.
She's like, yeah, people got stuck on the roof.
I'm like, how are you tagging over?
Whenever people like present on something, you just clap and then never stop. Waste time. It's awesome. So
Well, right, we got us. I need to get.
Okay. Download his app.
Your computers don't pull up Microsoft Word.
Yes, they do. No, I bet they don't, but they should pull it up in something and probably translate it. It'll jack up the spacing and everything. I've never tried to pull it up on any of those.
Well, they're saying, you know, you don't have it, but we can download it.
I don't know. Never tried.
we'll go to the other option.
Now you should be able to do it in Google, whatever. It'll just probably it'll mess up the spacing, but it should still work.
Excuse me. All right.
Tell you what, so you're not so rushed on the lab since they just sucked up the better part of our class. How do y'all feel about significant digits? Do you feel okay with them?
Yeah.
Okay, stop. What you doing?
Oh, wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
So there's like the number 14.
Mm-hmm. You just follow the rule with the multiplying and divide.
Yeah.
You can do it first with the add and subtract and then switch, but because you're multiplying and dividing, just follow the multiply and divide rule. Least number of significant digits.
From the first one instead of like.
Yeah, just do the least number of significant digits from all of the numbers, and you will get the right answer. Okay? All right, but I don't want you to run out of time. I don't even know what happened with first period's lab. They've all got them, and I don't know if they finished them because I wasn't here, and I don't have any papers on the desk. Heck, I don't even know if they started the lab. Huh?
The lab.
The lab. No, not this. Lab.
Hey, you know, well, I just moved that.
I mean, you know how many I have in my hand. I don't know if they did the lab first period. If they didn't, they're not doing it. They're just skipping it. There must be one grade less. So, if you will, okay, on the back table, there's a large block and a small block. On the counter, there are the scales and the rulers. Find a partner. And let me show you something before you go. Out there amongst the equipment, all right? So that you know how to fill in the table. All right, what do I think? And you don't have to finish the even questions. If you want the answers, I've got them up here on my desk. You are welcome to check after you finish the lab what you have. And when you finish, turn in your lab sheet, pick up your homework, because you do have a quiz on this on Monday. Tuesday, sorry. Next day we're here. I won't be here Monday either.
I mean, if you want to put that Tuesday, I don't have.
The next day we're here. Come on, Ladybug, open this. All right, so look at the way I filled this in. And I did this as a sample for first period. I don't think they probably ever got to it. All right, so when you look at the data table, all right, you're going to write your information, your data here. Do I have any calculations up here? No. Where's the calculations at? Down here. Now notice what I said. Show you work. See how I wrote the formula? I plugged in the numbers, and then I have an answer. You have to do that. If you don't plug in your work and all you do is write an answer, do I know how you got it? No. You need to show me the numbers multiplied together or the numbers divided to get your answer. If you don't do that, I don't know how you got it. I'm not actually going to punch all this in the calculator tonight, or this weekend, I should say. Make sure you write down your information to the correct significant digits, just like you did yesterday in the lab, and make sure you have units. See, all my numbers have units on it. Look down here in the calculations. You see how all my numbers have units on them? All my numbers have units on them. Make sure you do the same. When you're answering your conclusion questions, and it says same or different, they don't have to be identical to be the same. Are they really close? Really close is the same also, okay? And then explain why they're the same or different, okay? Okay, now go. And I'll leave this here if you need to see the sample too. All right, I need to reboot this thing because it is struggling.
Pardon the interruption if there is any confusion. Teachers, we are in a code yellow still. This means no student is allowed in the hallway. Can we have all planning period teachers please sweep the hallway and make sure students get back to their fourth period class? No student should be released from their fourth period class for any reason at this point. If they have an emergency, please call the main office. Thank you.
Oh my God, my kids will be living. It's great.
Well, this ruler says millimeters.
It's centimeters. Listen to me.
I know, but it says millimeters.
Come bring me that ruler. If you read this, that's 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. If you read like here, that's 2.5 centimeters. If you read these little lines, these little ticks, these are 5 point whatever centimeters. Now you count 1, 2, 3, 4. All the individual lines all the way up. Okay? You got me? Okay. Huh? Do it in centimeters. Yes, not inches.
And that was what? Oh, that was a big one.
They call you, come get the money. Kids out walking the street, crossing over to the next school.
Zero.
And they text me.
Don't be next.
Are we doing it?
Doesn't matter. You can lay it down. It doesn't matter what side you make length, width, or height, as long as you get 3 different sides.
That's. Three and 7. This is 8.
I don't know what. Still ain't got mine. You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Yes, my dear.
You're dressed like I would say. Nothing. My husband's his clothes. I get as much as I should.
That's one. I was gonna be.
Bye, they just want to get ready.
I understand.
It's like, just look at this.
How are you guys?
I'm good. I don't think it's on. But yeah, I think it'll be. Well, we will look at it. Yeah. 7. So like, this right here, this is. This right here, you gotta put a lot of night. It's not about mine, it's coming one short. Yes. We did the mass, the big eraser. I'm telling you, it's like, yeah, freaking. So it's like, it didn't even measure this.
Not even 2 for it. 3.
We did a, yeah. We just went right. We did even work. I would do this. What's your break right there? Like 5 ranges of each high. So walking and process right. Oh, yeah.
Density.
What is it, 15, is that?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta have some gas or else you get one taken off.
Or you can maybe better
4 milliliters, I'll take either one.
for physical science. I just looked at it, she said-
Yeah, I had.
Exactly.
My first semester. So this.
Yeah.
I had 80.
Keep down the sale of the sale. That's all.
Yeah. I went by that. So. I'm glad this is our last science. I'm not taking it. Done with science. I remember throwing it 4 days. I did as well as I did in biology. Like, a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. It was hard. That's where we go.
So when it comes to. Did I say that right?
Yes.
That red one, that big is. That point zero. That big is, we do like 0.05. You could put that.
But I remember you said it needs to have the decimal, and never say half 0.0. That's still. Technically, this is as a regular thing.
Since without the dot right here is 0. 0.5. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that right now.
So what is that? That's cool. 130.
So right now, I'm finding out the density. All that information right there, you got the exact.
I appreciate you letting me work with you. We just got the guy yesterday, and then Mr. Wallace, he just told me to go straight to mine. That I'm on, he told me to go there, so, you know, so instead of come here, he told me to go there, so that way, you know.
What's the name?
I just want to make sure I'm correct. Remember thinking that wrong? I like this.
I came last year.
Some round off.
Hold on, let's see what you got.
So that,
I can't even figure.
how come you got that there? You got all these, that decimal way over here.
I came probably.
So shouldn't the decimal be in the same place there?
That's good.
That was right. All those numbers match up. When I remember the thing she did, so it should be like 100 point. Over here.
What I thought, you said it doesn't have.
Oh, I'm doing.
You do everything.
There's something faster, but I'm pretty sure that decimal's supposed to be with 0 to 9.
Do we have to do anything?
It is.
We ain't, yeah, that's what my station says, they get out for 350. Round seven, round nine. I would push 25, just to be positive, just tell me.
She said,
I was seeing point three. So like.
Yeah.
1.9, yeah. So I don't trust that. I just screwed up. Let me find it.
oh, wait.
Yeah,
I need Ally Blankenship for dismissal.
okay.
If they were the same, could it be because everything else was recommended the same except
I won't tell you. You gotta write down what you think.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's way back.
Yeah.
Right now?
That'll do it.
Excuse me, can you put that one again?
I know we got it.
All right, over on my desk, on the far side by the calculator is your homework.
This?
All of them. Yep, so if your quiz. And you grab homework sheet, just work on it. All right, here, I went to folder.
Yeah, he said I had that last week.
So if I were you, I'd go to departments, I'd go here, and I go like that.
You crammed it for the.
So I go to file upload. And then go to your file. Okay.
File upload. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the wood.
There's a little chip part of the site.
Isabel, did you check all those significant digits? Look, I'm talking about the calculations. You measured them all fine.
Measure them fine, but.
You measured them fine. You check all the calculations. You're here, and you're here, and then she's there.
Oh.
Hmm.
No, Kat, work on this.
Just asking. I don't care. So you were gonna all work in my place. I'm just asking.
I forgot about that.
You looked that up.
Say anything you want. It's your lab sheet.
That's what I believe.
Write it down if that's what you believe. It's your lab sheet. You can write anything you want. Then put it on my desk. Then you can come pick up your homework.
Telling me they gotta call my mama. See if it's okay with her.
Probably because you're dropping an academic. Beyond that, I'm not going to drive around the county and pick up my kids. When they want to put them on a bus, what's wrong with a tornado? But my kids are out of school and they are trapped in school.
I mean,
Yeah. So you got a class? Even with like.
Oh, no, they're holding the buses in the county. And that's last on an hour bus ride.
Same, bro.
I got to wait for the middle school. Then I got to wait for the. And they're stuck at school right now. Are you done? Are you sure?
I miss mine.
I went to a band company last year. We had Dudley, we had all these kids who, West Charlotte.
No.
What?
No.
No, because y'all are gonna be well ahead of first period because I know where they got. So
That's a good thing.
Say what?
That's a good thing.
I had Mace.
Like, the family
I get to go to the beach and do that there.
Yeah, and I don't want to get y'all too far off. I will miss a fourth period, but I probably won't get too far.
Very confident with our investment.
Well, that's what he seen me coming, he was like, he said that.
You don't watch
And I still went.
Y'all done any girls?
They're completely what they're on
Yep, it's on that table up there.
Is all of the homework?
Huh?
Is all of the homework?
Only 14 questions, you got time to get done before you leave. Just so y'all don't get too far ahead of the first period.
Like Avery, he's like, over.
Well, you could overachieve. You're trying to get out of here. Why are you raising stink over there?
Because, I mean, I'm not out here yet. Well.
I suspect you're gonna get out. You're gonna need it for your homework. And I left the answers up here if anybody wants to check what y'all were doing before they put us on lockdown.